welcome to PTK. Today we're going to discuss more about functions. So we are going to go to another topic, function. A function can call other function. A function can call other function. That means you know how to call a function, but here a function will call another function. So let me give an example about that. So I'm going to make here a function named sum. Here I made a function div, I made a function sum and kept two parameters a and b, and here I made a function print sum and a and b. So yes equals sum and a and b, and afterwards I kept print sum of a and b is yes and print sum a and b. So here what it's going to execute. So here some parameters are a and b, and I kept return a plus b, and div print sum and I kept two parameters the same pair a and b, and yes equals sum a and b. So that means it's calling the because it's calling the function, but it's on another function. So it's calling the function. So that means function can call other function. Another function is calling a function. A function is calling another function. So print sum, the sum of a and b, and print sum 10 and 20. So what? So because and it will think that a is 10 and 20 is b, and but here a plus b. That means it will add a plus b. So 10 is equal 10 is a is equal to 10 and b is equal to 20. So it's going to add them. It's going to come 30. See. So the sum of a and b is 30. Let me show you one example right here. If I'm going to keep here 15 and here I'm going to keep 25 instead, so that means a is equal to 50 and b is equal to 25. If I execute this time, it will come before the sum of a and b is 30, as 10 plus 20 equals 30. But here now 15 plus 25 equals 40. Now I'm going to explain to you about recursion. In general, a function can call another function. Even it is possible for a function to call itself. So here it's a flowchart how recursion works. So here when we call itself, it calls itself so when it is true it calls itself. Then again if it's true again it will call itself. It will keep on calling itself until it becomes false. So here is an example I'll show you. Now I made a function here, my recursion. So in this example, my recursion is a function that we have defined to call itself recurse. We use the n variable as the data which determines -1 every time. That means data which decrements -1 every time. We recurse. The recursion ends when the condition is not greater than 0. That means here. So when it's not greater than 0, when it is 0. To a new developer, it can take some time to work. How? Exactly. This works. The best way is to find out by testing it and modifying it. First, let me explain to you here. I made a function, my recursion, and I made a parameter n. And if n is greater than 0, that means anything can be greater than 0. But if 0, it's not greater, it's false. So if this condition is true, the result equals n plus my recursion n -1. Print result. Else, if it's false, else and result equals 0 and return result. Print recursion result, my recursion 4. So here that means that when it's false, it prints executes nothing. So here my recursion 4. So but you don't know what is the value of n. So the value of n is 5 as it's right here. My recursion 4. That means it will give here. Then n is equal to 4. So first it will go here. Is 4 greater than 0? It's true. So result, then it will go here. Result equals n plus recursion n minus 1. So 4 minus 1, that is 3. So that means plus, it means here plus. So 4 plus 4 minus 1. So 4 minus 1 is 3. That means 4 plus 3. So let's give here 4 plus 3. After that, now the value is 3. So it will check if 3 is greater than 0. True. So it will go here. Result equals n plus my recursion n minus 1. So n is 3 and it goes n minus 1. That's 2. So 3. So that means 3 plus 2. Same again. 2 is greater than 0. True. So 2 minus 1. 1. So 1 again. And afterwards, see 1. 1 is greater than 0. True. And minus 1, 0. And what it will come is 4 plus 3. That is 7. So it goes like this. 4. So that means 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1 plus 0. And again on the same hand, 3 plus 2 plus 1. Again it becomes the value 2. So same way, 2 is greater than 0, we know, and 2 minus 1, 1. So 2 plus 1 plus 0. Here even 0 actually. And again 1. 1 is greater than 0. True. So 1 minus 1, 0. So 1 plus 0. So what it will come is, instead of executing from here, it will execute like this. Now let me show in here. So now if I execute it, let's see what does it come. So it come 1, 3, 6 and 10. As I said because I said that first it will go, as I said it will go first 1 plus 0. That's 1. Then 2 plus 1 plus 0. Then it will execute 3 plus 2 plus 1 plus 0. And then it will execute 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1 plus 0. So their values are 1. So here it came 1. Then here 3. So it came 3. And this value is 6. So it came 6. And finally 10. So here it executed 10. Now I'm going to explain to you about anonymous functions. Now first, before that, let me explain to you about factorial. Factorial of a number is the product of all integers from 1 to that number. The factorial of a number is the product of all the integers from 1 to that number. For example, the factorial of this is denoted as 6 like this. So it will be like this: 6 multiplied by 5. So I mean 5. So 5 multiplied by 4 is equal to 20, and 20 multiplied by 3, 60, and 60 multiplied by 2, 120, and 120 multiplied by 1, 120. So this is called factorial. Factorial is not defined for negative numbers. And the factorial of 0 is 1. This example finds the factorial of a number normally. However, you can find using it as recursion as well. So let me give an example of that. So here is an example. So here is an example. So here I made a function factorial. So what is this? This is a recursive function to find the factorial of an integer. So if f is equal to 1 and return 1, or if it's false, else return f multiplied by factorial f minus 1. So first let me explain to you what's the value of f is 5. Now it will check if f5 is equal to 1 false. So it will go return f multiplied by factorial f minus 1. That means it will multiply the f minus 1. So f, you already know, it's 5. So 5 minus 1 equals 4, and it's getting multiplied here. So f5 multiplied by 4. Then it's now the value is 4. If 4 equal to 1, false. So it will again multiply if 4 minus 1. That's 3. So again it will note the value is 3. So 3 is equal to 1? No. So 3 minus 1, 2. So and it can just multiply. So 3 multiplied by 2. And finally 2. 2 is equal to 1? False. So 2 multiplied by 2 minus 1, 1 only. Multiplied by 1. And finally 1 is equal to 1? True. So it will return 1. So it will return learn. So if I execute this actually, now let me execute to show you what it will come. So the factorial of 5 is 120 as 5 multiplied by 4. 20 multiplied by 3, 60 multiplied by 2, 120, and 120 multiplied by 1, 120 only. So this is how it comes. Now we're going to discuss about anonymous functions. Functions which are not declared in the standard manner but by using the diff keyword are called anonymous functions. You can use the lambda keyword to create small anonymous functions. Lambda form can take any number of arguments but return just one value in the form of an expression. They cannot contain commands or multiple expressions. An anonymous function cannot be direct called to print because lambda requires an expression. Lambda functions have their own local namespace and cannot access variables other than those in their parameter list and those in the global namespace. Although it appears that lambdas are a one-line version of a function. Now let me give an example. So first, let me give the syntax of it. How to write it. So here is the syntax. So first we give lambda and write argument 1. Then we write argument that we give common argument 2. Then we give argument. Then we keep an exclamator expression. Then we give an expression. So now let me give one example of it. So here is the example. So I made a variable sum, but it uses the lambda argument 1 and argument 2, and here it's happening argument 1 plus argument 2. So now you can call the sum as a function. So that means we can call sum as a function. Now print the value of total sum 10 and 20. So what does it do? So sum is a function, and now argument 1 plus 1 argument 2, it's inside it. So what it will do, it will think that 10 is argument 1 and argument 2 is 20. So if we execute it, actually it becomes value of total 30, and here again if we sum 20 20, because argument 1 is 20 and argument 2 is 20, when we add them 40. So let me give an example. Same example. So here I'm going to keep 26, but here 27. So it will come because 26 plus 27, 53. Now today is the end of our session. But for now, bye bye.